A shadow looms over Yagami and Kuwana. Japan's National Intelligence Agency, Public Security, fixes its gaze on Reiko Kusumoto of the Ministry of Health. 5 years ago, Kuwana prompted her to take revenge on Shinya Kawai for pushing her son to the brink. Secrets can only lie dormant so long, and upon their waking, chaos ensues.
Hello there and welcome back to Lost Judgment. Now, last time we managed to find Kuwana, track him down, and we had a bit of a disagreement, we'll say that, and we ended up beating the absolute snot out of each other, and then we calmed down and decided to, in the best interests, would be to work together, at least temporarily, because we both realized that there's like higher ups involved. There's someone higher pulling the strings of this whole like incident. There's a cover up going on, I believe, and the Japanese. Sorry, I was going to say the Japan Secret Service, but I'm not sure. Would it be Japanese Secret Service? Either way, we've got spies involved, basically, like government spies, and we kind of want to work out why they're involved and what their involvement actually is, because it seems to be a little bit below their pay grade, like a bullying case, and that's very odd to me. And it's odd to Yagami and Kuwana and the rest of the guys as well. So we're going to be checking that out. I think we are going to track down the health minister who is involved. I think that's our plan for this episode. Where that takes us, I have no idea. It feels like it's been ages since I played this game, which technically it has, because it's been about 2 weeks since I actually played this game, and it feels a lot longer. So anyway, that being said, please grab your favourite drinks and snacks, curl up somewhere comfortable, come hang out with me as we jump straight back into Lost Judgment. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. Chapter 11, Undercover. Oh yeah, at the end of the episode, the Secret Service went to visit her at the hospital.
I figured Mitsuru Kusumoto would be in one of the better hospitals around the health ministry.
Close enough.
Down to just a few locations. Then I pinpointed the exact one through sheer determination.
Nice.
And that led you to Toto University Hospital. So Mitsuru is still lying in a coma there?
Yep. Reiko Kusumoto has been visiting her son every night for the past 13 years. Even after she became vice minister.
It's dedication to family. I like that.
Want to meet her in person, that would be your best chance.
But Yagami, you seriously think you can convince Reiko Kusumoto to turn herself in?
I mean,
well,
we can only try. We can only try.
She's at the top of the food chain. If it comes out that she committed murder, the whole country's gonna lose it.
If they hadn't tried to hide it, nobody else would have needed to pay for it. Like Sawa-sensei.
Very true. That's also very true.
You're right.
And if she confesses to killing Kawai, public security will run out of reasons to keep defending RK. So in theory, that should free up the police to pursue Soma about Sawa-sensei.
Totally agree with you there.
But Kuwana-san's against that, right? Didn't he say he wouldn't let her turn herself in?
Yeah. That's why he's not in the loop on this.
So,
okay, we're keeping it. Okay, we're keeping him out of the loop. All right.
Security at all times, don't you?
Just means we gotta be prepared for that. Like the professional detectives we are.
Yes, we're going undercover.
How?
That's probably why it's called undercover.
Just leave it to us. Yagami-san, I gotta go get ready. Let's meet at Toto University Hospital.
Got it.
All right, let's go.
See ya.
Are we wearing a disguise?
So what do you need from me in this, Yagami?
I'm not entirely sure.
This is an RK. Think you can find out where Soma and Akutsu are?
You forget who you're talking to? Why wouldn't I be able to cover that? I knew a few ex-Tojo guys who go in and out of RK on the regular.
Thanks. Watch your back.
Yeah, be
Now
careful.
you're spying on them. They won't like it.
And they won't hesitate to do something about it.
Professional ex-Yakuza I am. See ya.
He's rough around the edges, but in the end, he comes through.
Always does.
Yeah. Turns out he's got extra time on his hands.
Why don't you hire him at your office, Yagami-shi?
I'll talk about that with Kaito-san once he recovers.
I mean,
Anyway, sorry.
give him. He's a good guy and he can help. You may as well get someone else on the
Why start
team.
apologizing now? It's all good. We'll talk again soon.
Okay, so are we going to... I should head to... I was going to say, are we going to the hospital? Should head to Total University Hospital, convince Reiko Kusumoto to turn herself in. I don't think it's going to fly like that. I think we're going to have some troubles here. Should we... Let's pet the cat. Oh, we got some more money. I would love to know why we're perfectly okay with this weird cat who talks to us and gives us money. However, we have a job to do. Hi. Where we're going? Up, it's gonna be taxi. I can't remember where the nearest taxi is. Should we check the map or should we just wing it? I mean, if we follow any of these paths, it's probably going to lead us to a main road, which is where the taxi is. Let's have a look at taxi. $1,100. Why not? I didn't realize we could do that. I don't remember. Well, at least I don't remember we could do that. There she is there. Are we following this taxi or... Oh wait, that's Sugira. Huh? Sugira's in driving the taxi. A simple memo. Get in the taxi. Your phone's compromised by public security. That's actually very smart. She's also very trusting because she doesn't know who we are.
What are you? Don't worry. I'll give it back to you after this. I'm sure it's bugged, and we wouldn't want anyone listening in now, would we?
Very true.
We'll take a few laps.
Cut that corner there as well. Do you see it?
Back off at the hospital. Sorry, but we just need a bit of your time.
Very well. Who are you people?
Like, she doesn't know who we are. Why'd you get in the car?
Sensei is an acquaintance of ours. We know about Mitsuru-kun, and we know that 5 years ago, a man named Shinya Kawai mysteriously disappeared and died.
I have no idea what you're saying.
But you do. I know how this must come across right now, so I assure you, we aren't the ones posing a threat.
Fine. What is it you want, then?
All I want is the truth, in your own words, about Shinya Kawai, and how you carried out his murder.
You know about that?
I didn't do it.
Wait, hold on. What if she's telling the truth there?
The other day you received a
What
call
if she
from
didn't
the
actually do it,
Sensei,
but she's now being blackmailed because someone else did it and blaming her? That would be a twist.
He made that call because we needed to confirm something.
Confirm what?
Whether or not you were being watched by public security.
Public security, you say?
Yes. I think she probably knows already.
As it turns out, you are. Your cell phone is bugged. It can even use GPS to trace who's on the other end of the line. That kind of trace is only possible with cooperation from the cellular providers.
So someone really high up in the
Public
government.
Security could pull something like that off in secret. They want to hit you where you're vulnerable. And that's what you are now after Kuwana. Do you understand, Kusamoto-san?
She's in a vulnerable position.
You must really be something special. You were never in this job for yourself. It fell into your lap as your predecessors fell like dominoes.
That's suspicious
why you
as
don't owe
well.
anyone anything. You're free of constraints. And Mitsuru-kun's tragedy even gained you public sympathy on top of it. Combine all that with a capable bureaucrat like you, there's no telling what you could accomplish. You're cleaning up
I think it's about control now.
the revolving door problems. Things you know are the right moves, but with no regard for the consequences. I understand even the cabinet gauges your opinion, since you have so much public support. But I think that's also made you some enemies. Most likely whoever's holding public security's leash.
Yeah. I think
More than a few enemies.
possibly blackmailing it. No,
And I have no
using
doubt
it to keep her
public
under
security
control.
Would comply with them.
I don't know, I'm getting that
To
vibe.
be quite frank, public security only exists to maintain the status quo. The establishment
I can believe
made up of
that.
various powers would control politics and finance. But naturally, each branch has its own agendas, goals, ideas of justice, which leads to all sorts of issues and hindrances, which you call constraints. The more individuals who make up society, the more unavoidable that is.
Are you
Everyone has
telling
their
us public
own way of doing
security's
things.
job To loosen those constraints?
There's more to it than that. The world we live in requires all kinds of value systems to coexist, even in chaos. But if you loosen the constraints too far, the fall of the state is inevitable.
It's actually quite deep.
Public
It's actually quite deep. This state, this monologue's quite, yeah, quite deep.
In other
It's all
words,
about balance.
the constraints of these powers are precisely what are protected by public security. So the fact that I am not caught up in all that does, indeed, make me something of a pesky foreign object.
A pesky foreign object. I see. So to these establishment people, you're something to be excised.
I guess there's
Removed.
bullying among adults in high places too.
True.
Yeah.
There is, yeah.
Now we know why they were looking for any kind of weakness in you. And that's when they turned the spotlight on Shinya Kawai's disappearance. An event that was triggered by Akihiro Ihara's case. You know the one, I presume.
Yes.
I would assume so.
An active duty policeman exacted revenge on the bully who drove his son to suicide. Your enemies must have heard that and thought to themselves, what would Reiko Kusamoto have done to her son's bully?
And then they
Guessing
start
that's what
digging.
prompted public security to make their move. As the details of Ihara's case came to light, a group of thugs calling themselves RK started looking for Shinya Kawai. All to find out that he was kidnapped 5 years ago, probably killed.
I never did anything out of revenge.
You know what? I kind of believe that. There's some seed of doubt right now that I've got, because I was ready to believe that she did it, but now I'm beginning to have doubts. Just based on the on her tone and everything like that. She's either a really damn good actress, or she's, telling the truth. Naturally, she wasn't going to divulge any secrets, having just met me, and don't have enough evidence to make her talk.
Even after finding out Kawai disappeared, public security still had to verify it. But if they found out you were involved, that'd be a win for them. They'd finally know Reiko Kusamoto's weakness.
How long are you going to keep talking?
As public security figures,
Until
the bullying
Sugera
cases
stops the car
involving
and you
Toshiro
get out, or you're asked to
Ihara
leave.
share a common link.
Whichever comes first.
That link being Sawa-sensei. She was Mitsuru-kun's classmate and Toshiro Ihara's teacher. Not only that, she was also linked to Ihara's murder victim, Mikoshiba. She was his master teacher. So, not long after the murder, RK came to Ijincho and broke into her home. That must have been when they got Kawana's name out of her. I think Sawa-sensei suspected that Kawana was involved in Mikoshiba's murder.
I think that was the definite.
with his professional interrogation skills to beat and scare her into spilling everything. Kusumoto-san, you knew she was killed, right? Kawana should have told you over the phone.
Wait, are you not one of his colleagues?
No.
He said he wouldn't cause me any trouble, and that he would never call me again.
Kawana and I are competitors on a temporary ceasefire.
But actually, yes, temporary. Very much a temporary ceasefire. She's been flustered since I mentioned Sawa Sensei's name. This is my chance to ask her questions I can't ask anyone else. Get her on my side. How's your son doing now?
How's your son doing now?
He could wake up any minute now. Of course, that's been true for the last.
We'll jump in with a personal angle before we start interrogating her
Transferred him
properly.
to Kyoto University Hospital, just this year, hoping they could spur his recovery. But it turns out they don't do anything much different from the previous hospital. All I can do is wait.
I mean, with things like that, I don't think there's anything they can really do differently. I'm not a medical person, so I don't really know. Has public security Kawai's murder? Let's talk about that
I
one.
have to ask you about Shinya Kawai. You killed him 5 years ago. With your own hands, didn't you?
Is she gonna buy it though?
What your feelings must be towards Kawai. But was that really...
Is she gonna bite though? And I realized what that sounded like. Sounded like I said buy it.
You must know about the video of how Mitsuru was treated.
Yes,
I do.
I've seen a video.
Aside from Kawai, the other students pretended like nothing happened. They took no responsibility. They put on their sad faces, and they came to visit Mitsuru at the hospital. But looking back on it now, I don't think they really wanted Mitsuru to wake up. In fact, that's what they were checking on. And what did I do? I bowed my head and thanked them. It was only later that Kitakata-sensei showed me the video.
Yeah, that would piss me off too. Now, go straight up about it.
Those kids going unpunished was wrong.
Those kids going unpunished.
And your solution was to pull them into the quagmire? Make them accomplices in murdering Kawai?
If you already know so much, what more do you need to ask?
I just want confirmation, basically. I want confirmation. Right, so how's public security contacted you?
Has anybody from public security contacted you? Have you been approached by any strangers?
I have my suspicions.
Yeah, in the last episode, the guy turned up with a card.
Imagine what they wanted was to exploit your weakness to control you. Because if all they wanted was to eliminate you, some kind of accident would be easily arranged.
Yes. I suppose you're right.
Do you have any idea what these people are after? And do you mind sharing?
What they want is control of the pension fund, which is under the health ministry's jurisdiction.
Why
Pension fund?
Why pension?
An independent
Why is the pension on the
within
medical
ministry
thing?
Manages the national pension fund. It's taxpayer funded, and it's worth 160 trillion yen.
I mean, that's a lot of money.
And certain groups want to take bigger risks with that money in order to generate more profit. In other words, they want the health ministry to use taxpayer money to gamble. They believe
That's
the only
investment
way
in
to
a nutshell,
rebuild
really.
Japan's faltering economy and secure the future of this country.
I mean, would it work?
Of course, if the gamble actually pays off.
Well, the problem it's a
We
gamble.
lost the gamble, then we wouldn't be able to guarantee anything for the citizens of this country in their golden years. That's why the health ministry manages those funds conservatively, even if it means the returns are lower.
Okay,
Damn economics.
I'm starting to
I
understand.
really don't.
You do?
I don't like
It does,
economics.
Yagami-san.
It hurts my head.
To be able to gamble all this taxpayer money to save the economy, they need a change of management.
Definitely.
Here's Kusumoto-san, head of the office, and she's beyond the control of even the ministers. Her position has the power to take action, to override the way the pension fund is managed. But not only does Kusumoto-san have the power, she has the support of the people. If a new vice
We
minister
can't
were to
abide
try
the, or they
stop
can't abide
Nicole by
that.
the constraints.
So that's why they wanted to find her weakness and exploit it?
Absolutely.
Exactly. And if the 160 trillion yen gamble were to fail, they could blame the whole thing on Kusamoto-san anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. 160 trillion.
I'm guessing they've already contacted you about it?
That's an assumption.
An assumption. Oh, okay. Actually, I think we're done here.
I get it now. Let me reiterate. We are not your enemy.
Then please, let me go.
Anything you want me to tell Kawana?
I do. He needs to run. Far away. Public security has their sights on him. His capture is not a question of if, but when. He's in danger if he remains in the country.
Valid.
Once public security has him, they will extract everything he knows.
We're talking about full-on spies here.
Yes. Somewhere well beyond the public eye. No one can withstand what they do. He'd tell them everything. And as for me,
They would expose your vulnerability, making you their pawn.
most
Okay, so
likely,
I'm now beginning to wonder what's our next
with
move here.
taxpayers' money.
What
And I'd
what's
never approach the
our
corruption
plan?
of Ministry.
I get that. But what does it matter?
What?
Because in my opinion, you need to turn yourself in, Kusamoto-san.
You want me to admit to manslaughter? You think I killed a real man? I say he was less than one. Shinya Kawai. He was little more than a subhuman brute. And you saw it. You saw what that brute did to my son.
We did.
I hated Kitakata-sensei. He was an incompetent teacher. An idiot who turned a blind eye to Mitsuru being
This is the
tortured.
mother talking. This is the mother bear, the mama bear talking here,
And then he showed me.
and I fully understand it.
He said, every bully in that video, they deserved to be punished. That it was the only way to get closure.
You took him up on it? But you of all people should have known better.
True. You're right about that. I struggled with it quite a bit.
Then decide what made you change your mind.
No matter how deep your animosity runs. But Kitakata-sensei's words hung on. I couldn't get them out of my head. I saw for myself. I went to Kamurocho where I'd heard Kawai was working, at a girls' bar. So you know, after Mitsuru jumped that day, Kawai came to me in tears to apologize. I hadn't seen him in all that time. If he'd frozen in place when he saw me, if he'd been the slightest bit apologetic, I might have been able to stay my hand.
I
Came to
take it he didn't
apologize.
do any of that.
Right. He didn't even recognize my face. And that's hardly the worst part of it, actually. When he saw me, he took me for some bawdy cougar on the prowl for young men. If you've got the cash, I'll show you a good time, he said. All
Well,
those
I think
tears
that sealed
he
his
shed
fate.
years earlier were a farce. But I knew that.
Oh, so okay, I got that wrong. He went to apologize after the fact, like thingy, but
Was it
he'd forgotten about it by now.
the moment I lost all doubt about killing him? And as for those other kids who bullied Mitsuru, they should thank me they didn't share his fate.
Yeah, that's very much Mama Bear.
That's why I don't feel like I have any sins to atone for. Every night I pray he will wake up. What more can you ask me to endure?
Kawana said something similar. But you think you can repeat all that? This time say it to her.
Isn't that
Yes, it is.
Sawa-san?
You and
Yes.
Kawana can congratulate yourselves. You got vengeance on a monster. But what you're choosing not to see is that your actions had consequences for her. It's vicious. I've seen this before. Justice for one at the cost of another. Someone innocent always pays the price.
Eye for an eye and the world goes blind kind of deal. Alright.
I won't just sit here and watch as history tries to repeat itself.
Oh, back at the hospital.
Phone isn't being traced by anyone. So, if you have a change of heart, just give me a call before you turn yourself in.
We'll give you your real phone back as well, you know, because we're nice like that.
That's all I had to say. We're back.
That was a good conversation. And there's your phone, ma'am. Now, was that at the hospital? Or was that somewhere else? Was that her leaving to go to the hospital, or was that at the hospital? I don't know where we dropped her off
Right,
or picked her up.
Yagami-san?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm gonna go talk
I'm
to
glad you
Kuwara.
changed.
Need to tell
When
him
did
about
you
Reiko
change?
Kusumoto.
He's gonna be pissed, you know? He's gonna try to rip you a new one.
That's true. So you might want to sit this one out.
You sure? 'Cause I'll totally take you up on that.
I'm totally sure. You get yourself out of here and I'll deal with the consequences. Oh, actually, we're very, very close. I was expecting to have to run quite far. We can just, walk this distance. I'm assuming we're going down this alley. I don't know what you guys are doing down this alley. Are we going upstairs? Oh, we are. I was going to go down to the end of the thing there. Kuwana. Are we going to be in trouble? Are you going to be chill about it? Lovely. Oh, lovely. Who doesn't love a good cigarette butt?
Well, look who we have here. Haven't seen your mug in a while.
It's only been 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, it's been a few days, man.
How should I put this? Would you freak out if he was right behind you?
No.
Now, this kind of shit is why you get on my nerves.
Couldn't we have done this by phone?
Yeah, probably, yes. Although, we never know who's listening.
I just came from seeing Reiko Kusumoto. I told her to turn herself in for murdering Kawai 5 years ago.
You what?
So I like
What did you
that guy's
say
shoes.
about that?
But she had no sins to atone for.
Of course not. Look, what do you think you're doing? Her part in this is done. Don't drag her back into it.
This isn't yours to finish. You would just let Sawa-sensei stay collateral damage. How do you think her folks feel? They probably think you killed their daughter. And they don't know why, or if justice will be served.
That's going to be really hard for
Something
parents.
Like that? All without even knowing the truth? Would Sawa-sensei
I think everyone
want that?
needs closure.
You talk
That's the
about
problem.
justice, but she keeps getting left out. You aren't even trying when it comes to her.
Say whatever you want, but if you cause Kusumoto-san any more pain, I will never forgive you.
That's exactly why I didn't tell you I was going to meet her.
Exactly.
Listen,
You
Yagami.
try and do something stupid.
She hides it well, but she's never gotten over the fact Mitsuru tried to jump to his death. And she's not sure how to feel about killing Kawai. Unlike me.
If she was anything like you, I would have pushed her harder to confess.
Definitely.
There's no evidence that she killed Kawai. He simply vanished from Kamurocho, and the police didn't even know about it.
How they do now.
There's no case without a corpse. Point being, she'll never be charged.
Right. Kawana's body hidden somewhere. Remember Yui Mami had said so.
Even if she did turn herself in, the police wouldn't know what to do with her.
Don't think for a second that you're getting a pass here.
Yeah.
You've killed, what, 7 people now?
Yeah, he's
Do you
going to get his
hesitate anymore?
justice as well. He has to.
You got proof? Running around making baseless accusations. You sure you were a real fucking lawyer?
My
Absolutely.
colleagues in Kamurocho are getting ready to appeal Ahara's case. Your actions are going to be put under a microscope.
I wouldn't even call that bad news. I want the world to know their bullies are getting what they're due. And by
He
then,
said their
I'll probably
buddies.
be going by a different name, maybe even a different look.
You're just gonna keep doing this? Did Sawa-sensei sacrifice mean nothing to you?
I'm gonna
Is that the only thing keeping you around?
believe
Truth be
that.
told,
No, he doesn't
I
care.
don't think exposing everything is even in Sawa's best interest.
What?
Sawa-kun herself felt guilty. I just sent you the proof.
What is this? An audio file?
After Ahara-san lost in court, she called me. I recorded our conversation.
Toshiro-kun came running to the roof. His face was pretty swollen.
Okay.
And a few minutes later, a student named Mikoshiba came up looking for him. I'll never forget the fear I saw in Toshiro-kun's face. He told me about everything. The teasing, the beatings, the theft.
Did we have this conversation with her? I can't remember if we had this. I seem to remember this
And yet,
conversation.
I had to deny all this in front of an entire courtroom. They said there was no hope, that I was the only witness with no proof whatsoever.
It really sickens me. It really does.
Believe me, I never wanted to do that.
Sawa-kun's testimony in court was false, and she was racked with guilt over it.
And your first thought was to record it? When she was at her most vulnerable?
Yes. And then I played it for Ihara-san. He had the right to know the real reason his son killed himself.
All you did was light the fires of vengeance in Ahara's heart because you didn't want to be alone.
True.
You
He's
know,
very
I've
selfish.
heard that bullying is almost instinctive. That's why people who do it never stop. I mean, think about it. Would you stop cleaning a toilet just because it'll get filthy again? Somebody's always got to get his hands dirty.
And that somebody's gonna be you?
Yeah, it's a
If it means
dangerous
I can prevent
philosophy,
another
that.
Mitsuru Kusamoto. Yes, I will keep killing. These bastards who prey on the defenseless must be punished for all to see. I wish the law would do its job. Because deep down, I don't want to do any of this.
I understand what you're saying, but you're taking it too far. Just stop, Kawana.
If you really want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me. And call it justice.
I'm not sure I like that.
I thought you guys were gonna start another fight. It was a bitch cleaning up the mess last time.
Next time I go up against him, it won't be just a few scratches.
Yeah, I think they're going to go all in on that one. I think that's going to be an all-in fight. I don't know if he's going to be the last boss, though. I'm curious. I think I'll call it here. I should get back to 99 and rest up. Right. See you later, my guy. You know, I really like your shoes. They look very comfortable. I've been looking for a new pair of shoes. Problem is, I went with barefoot shoes for quite a long time. And... what's that door? Why am I... Alright, a room that leads to nothing. Okay. Sorry, yeah. I switched to barefoot shoes quite a while ago now, and my feet have reshaped themselves, for want of a better description. They've gone back to their like natural state. We're going to get into a fight here. No. I don't think we're getting out here without a fight, because we've got what, three groups of guys coming down. Two coming up, well, one coming up, one coming down, two going. Don't push me. So yeah, my feet have like reshaped, so my toes have gone back to the natural position, like with a little bit of a gap between them. They're not like bunched up. So wearing normal shoes now like actually hurt my feet. I think this guy, I'm thinking, are we going? You're my guy. Yeah, you dropped this. Oh, my earring. Okay. Weird. Okay, my earring. Thanks, man. No, I don't have a hole yet. And no, it's not because I'm scared. Thank you for the water. Okay, let's... We're just going to get over with, have this fight. Hi. Oh, we're in boxing mode. I didn't realize we're in boxing. We left it in boxing. Oh, Tang. Are you back again? Back again, Tang? Hey! You shoot me? Ow. Tang, please. I know you got upset after I tangoed you last time.
And stay down.
Yeah, stay down. Let's go. We need to leave before we get roped into another fight. Right, so we're heading back to Yokohama 99. I'm gonna relax. Straight across. Straight across. Ooh, and going around the corner. Straight in. We're just going to ignore that little conversation right there that was on the phone and rest up. Let's rest. Replan our health at the very least as well. I will say I don't fully remember all the controls. I've been playing other games and doing other things.
Hello?
It's Shirosaki. Are you in Yokohama again, Yagami-san?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is this about Ahara's trial?
Yes, regarding the appeal. The prosecution says they want to consult with us. Off the record.
Okay.
Off the record?
Off the record's strange.
They want to discuss with the judge beforehand whether or not Ahara's murder footage is admissible evidence. The video has gone
somewhat
viral,
valid,
of course, and nobody's really sure how to handle it.
Is the prosecution really going to hold the line on it being a deepfake?
We need to talk about it at the very least.
Which is why we're meeting today in the courthouse conference room. I'm sorry for the short notice, but could you join us?
Yeah,
of course.
I can make that.
Thank you very much. No need to rush. There's still plenty of time. Just be sure you're there, please.
Valid. So let's go. Should take taxi to the courthouse. We're going to go and find a taxi because I think I overpaid for that taxi to the hospital. We went to the we took the taxi to the hospital. You know the question I asked before about was she going to the hospital? Apparently not. I've just answered that myself. Ooh, taxi just here. I'm very surprised it was right here. Tokyo District Courthouse. Yes, please. We're not even going to get changed. Crazy taxi.
So what you're saying is, Yui Mamiya was not a victim of sexual battery, but rather she conspired with Akihiro Ehara to fake a murder alibi.
Yes, that is what we're saying.
We've already closed the book on that ordeal, yet now the defense wants to write a sequel?
I wouldn't say it's a sequel, just like what actually happened.
To establish the defendant's motive in the harassment, we need to bring the Mikoshiba murder to light. The groping itself was staged. It was all part of their script, right down to the guilty verdict.
It sounds like the defendant has some strong hostility for the court.
Ehara got the court to accept his murder alibi.
He definitely does.
The legal process to his own ends. It was easy to miss, because at the time, Mikoshiba's body hadn't been found yet. But we have to admit that we all got duped.
We? You're not even a lawyer. You're a detective.
Excuse me, I have a lawyer's badge.
Yagami-sensei still has a license to practice.
Forget what I said if it offended you, prosecutor.
But
My
fact is,
superiors always told
every
me
single
that
one involved got
your
duped.
Genda-sensei was a difficult man. He'd insist his clients were innocent, persisting even in the face of conviction. He was hostile to the prosecution, and was known to fraternize with Kamurocho Yakuza.
Yes, all of that was allowed.
Sheer disrespect that made my boss hate him.
Damn. You sure know an awful lot about Genda-sensei.
Because I honestly can't say I like him. He treated me like a child when I was starting out.
You probably were a child when you were starting
There's
out.
no higher praise for the defense than being called difficult by the prosecution.
Yeah, that's quite a compliment. I agree with that. Genda-sensei was worried about Suri-san's career, but I guess he fought the prosecution just as hard back in the day. Guess Suri-san picked up some of that attorney spirit from Genda himself.
Now, if we can get back on track,
Absolutely, we didn't take it off track.
The defendant himself has agreed to the appeal.
Yes.
But if Ehara really committed the murder, why would he agree to his alibi being scrutinized?
Ehara's objective isn't to get away with murder.
Yeah, to
what is he after?
Prove the
making a mockery of the legal
mockery of the legals. That's the one I was going to put that into words and then couldn't remember the words.
Any attention.
And you'd be right. If your priority is saving face in front of the court rather than preserving fairness in the law.
You've got a real attitude.
Damn right I have. A well-earned attitude.
Sorry I'm a bit late.
You're not showing his face. Are we supposed to know who he is?
So, with this appeal, the defense wants to assert the defendant's innocence.
Wasn't he the spy guy?
In a murder.
Public security?
Before we go on, who is this?
He's from the Metropolitan Police. Considering Ehara was on the force.
He's not from the Metropolitan Police. He's from public security.
The police can't afford to be embarrassed any further. We need to send the right message to the public.
Can we have your name, please?
The name is Bondo.
And your title?
Think of me as a kind of police coordinator. But don't let me interrupt the proceedings.
Yeah, I don't trust you at all.
Please.
No, we will not forget that you're even here. Public security coordinator, yeah. I didn't realize you were tied to the police, though.
Off the record.
That told me that he was tied to the police.
Allow me to restate the prosecution's opinion to the judge. We cannot allow the murder footage to be used as new evidence in Akihiro Ehara's appeal. It's nothing but an online hoax of unknown origin. We can't just casually introduce that into court.
Indeed.
You gotta prove it's not a hoax, though.
If Ehara bears such hostility towards the court, the footage might end up being a trap.
Trap?
Yes. What if the next viral video proves the original footage was doctored? What if the proceedings have already begun by then? Do we drop the appeal and call it a day? We cannot allow
I also, sorry, I'm siding. I also like the fact that the prosecutor badges are different to the defense badges.
Should be upheld and enforced. Would the defense care to comment? Did you think any of this through before filing this appeal?
Yes. We aim to prove the defendant's innocence no matter what your objections may be.
Straight in with it.
What about you?
What do I think about Ehara's appeal? How do I answer him? Ehara must atone for Mikishiba's murder. That's I would agree with that.
Mikishiba's murder. I can't look the other way while a killer evades his sentence.
Come now. Is that why you're appealing? If so, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Yagami-san, I understand how you feel, but being innocent of sexual battery isn't guilt for Mikoshiba's murder.
Okay, maybe I spoke out of turn.
What?
We're only appealing the groping case here, so...
Oh, right. Then,
Okay, that didn't have the effect I thought it was going to have.
We will prove Ehara's innocent of sexual battery. We have all the evidence we need.
Huh. You mean the murder video? You're no better than the public. You believe everything you read online.
Is that the right answer?
Is there any real proof that the video isn't fake? Or are you trying to set a precedent for court sentences to hinge on dubious videos?
True, the prosecution might have a point here, Yagami-san.
What? What?
Okay, so that was not the right answer again. I'm 0 for 2.
But that alone doesn't prove him innocent.
Oh, right.
What is this nonsense?
Okay, it has to be that one then.
The guilty verdict was wrong. We don't think
I totally know what I'm doing.
The first trial to result in that verdict.
There was fiber from the victim's underwear found on Ehara's hand.
That was a trick. It was set up with cooperation from the victim.
There is no evidence it was a trick. Are you saying Yui Mamiya and Ehara met beforehand? Is there proof of that? Was there perhaps any security footage we didn't see?
No, the station erases the footage from their cameras after a few days if there's no need to keep it.
Right. But if there's even a chance Ehara and Mamiya were a team, the underwear fiber proves nothing. What were the other deciding factors? Security footage? The smartphone videos we kept seeing on TV?
All conveniently placed.
Those don't prove the crime either, because there was a huge time gap in them.
What?
We've done enough legwork to know.
Security footage is supposed to prove Ihara's got the big gap. What was it? Wait, what was the gap? Is that? Master has a couple around Akihara. The commute pass automatically records the time of entry into a station, passed through the Ikebura over an hour before the incident occurred. Is it that? 7:45. See, which incident are they talking about there? The murder or the... Shinjuku... Okay, I'm getting confused. I'm confused myself here. I'm gonna guess that I might be wrong. That only thing that has to do with time. That's the only thing that has to do with time.
Here we go.
The card Ehara used to get through the ticket gate. Did that happen during the gap in the security footage?
Ehara's double used this to go through the gate, then secretly handed it to Ehara after the groping took place.
That's only in the defense's imagination. It's far easier to conclude that Ehara used it himself to go through the gate.
Huh?
Is it though?
Is it though?
I don't think this was the time to bring that up.
Okay, so I was wrong. I'm not having a good time of it right now.
Well, sorry. Let me try this again.
In security footage that was supposed to prove Ihara's guilt, it was the big gap. What was it? Okay, so it wasn't that. $912. Said a large gap. 906. That one? Okay. I'm literally just guessing right now because my brain's not braining. Okay, I'm actually legit just... Nope. I'm glad we're not penalized for this. I mean, we've only got 3. Is it that?
Did you walk around the site with your own 2 feet, prosecutor?
Okay, so was that was that the whole time?
Well, no.
I don't know how that thing is a time gap.
Plenty of times.
Then you must know they have a mountain of security cameras covering every angle. But if you went there to look carefully, you'd find there are some blind spots. That's Ehara running, while Mamiya chases after her. It seems as though the whole chase is recorded, but this area in dotted lines is a blind spot no cameras.
I don't know how that crafts as a time gap.
Gap in time where a
Oh, so you can argue that. Okay.
The victim
That's not what's sprung to my mind.
behind Ehara. She would have noticed if they swapped places right in front of her eyes.
Oh, but she knew about the swap all along.
Yeah, because she was involved.
All in on it from the start.
Can you prove that?
We don't have to prove the defendant is innocent, Takano-san.
What?
All we have to prove is that the evidence provided by the prosecution at the trial was insufficient to determine.
That is also very valid.
Because that's the role of the defense counsel.
Indeed it is.
Not proving innocence or guilt.
Can't debunk
Proving reasonable doubt.
That the train groping was a put-up job, and it's innocent until proven guilty.
Then the defense should have brought it up the first time. Although I doubt Shirosaki-sensei actually believed in the defendant's innocence herself.
The guilty
Evidence changes.
The trial was orchestrated by the defendant. It was our error not to have seen it at the time, but it would be another not to correct ourselves now.
Valid.
Stop being so dramatic. He's just a subway perv.
He's not. He's not.
That is a statement I cannot abide. The law can't give the impression that a false charge is permissible, even for a subway perv.
Right. I take that back. I misspoke.
The security guy here has been very quiet. Bit too quiet.
I do believe this case is worth a trial in the appeal court. If the court was misled by a hostile...
Also, I like that. Judge's fabric.
Only the court can correct
It looks like it's got a bit of glitter in it. I don't know why, but it looks like it's got a bit of glitter in it.
I too have seen Ehara-san's murder footage. I believe it would be difficult to introduce it as evidence in this trial. Therefore, I cannot allow it to be brought into the courtroom at this time.
Okay. Can't use the murder footage to flip the guilty verdict. Can't even bring it into court. That's going to be a problem. However, it's something we can probably work around. We'll always find a way.
Sorry, son. Think you got this covered?
Huh?
Yeah, I want to have a chat with this.
The office later.
I want to have a chat with this guy.
Very well, we'll be expecting you.
Because he's been very quiet. I feel like I'm going to sneeze.
Bando-san, was it? From public security?
I don't recall saying my department. But yeah, that's right.
Do you know Reiko Kusamoto? The vice minister at the Ministry of Health?
Of course.
Any particular reason she's under constant surveillance?
Oh, just going to bring it straight out. Okay.
A rather bold question.
It was very bold.
It's just you and me.
Fortune favors the bold at times.
I see you know how to cut to the chase, Yagami sensei.
Yeah, he's just tired. He's tired and he wants to, get justice. At this point, there's no way a guy from public security can show up and not be related to Reiko Kusamoto.
Ehara's trial can't be that important to you. So I have to figure I'm the reason you showed up. You want to know where Kawana is, don't you? Were you finally forced to get off your ass because nobody else can get eyes on him?
Again, very bold.
Otherwise known as Yu Kitakata, is wanted on suspicion of murder. If you know where he is, please do tell.
I don't know where he is.
Huh. Because I thought it was RK acting on your orders that killed Sawa-sensei.
Again, a very bold statement.
You think you can hide that?
He's going all in. All right, I'll back you up.
Suspicions.
Do they? Well, the cubicle workers always resent the corner offices. Officers in the field complain about their superiors. I did the same thing back in my day.
Then why did you use thugs as your pawns instead of officers? Is that how Sawa-sensei got roped into this?
Thugs are easier to disappear than cops. No doubt about it, he's the one controlling RK. At the very least, he's one of the guys giving orders to Soma.
You knew it was going to be a dirty job from the beginning. That's why you couldn't use anybody on the force. Or maybe you just weren't able to find an underling you could fully trust.
One that could be turned.
That's a good one.
Public security's only tricks are surveillance and call tracing. You leave the dirty work to the thugs.
That may be true, but it's enough to crush the likes of you.
Yeah, you're not doing yourself any favors.
I'm gonna ask just in case. Where is Soma now?
Right behind you.
Hand over Kuwana to me and there will be no more victims.
What?
Do you have a reason to protect him? I already know he's going around executing bullies. He's a disturbance to public order.
True.
But he wasn't the one who killed Sawa-sensei.
It's Sawa-sensei we're dealing with.
I didn't come here to argue. I came to issue an ultimatum.
Damn, okay. Why are we protecting Kuwana though? Right now, why? What is the reason? Because he's going to have to be brought to justice anyway. What's the next move? They're looking for Kuwana. What should I do? Plan the next moves. Okay. Oh, well, actually, I was going to say, I still feel like I'm going to sneeze. Probably going to come at the wrong time. There it is. Right. Why are you taking a screenshot? That's not a very nice looking building. Sorry. Like, we're not looking at pretty signs or anything like that. So we're going to wherever it is we need to go. Out. Faceplant sign. That's perfectly fine. And I'm going to get rumbled. Already? Where's he got? Where's he got samurai sword? Excuse me. Just remove that. Oh, never mind. It didn't remove that. Smash. Broken eye socket. There we go. That's really gonna hurt. Yeah, like, I've never had a broken eye socket before, but I imagine that hurting like a bitch. Right, let's get out of here. Before the police show up, because it seems like, you know, the police are here. The one came up with when to use Tiger. Gender. Hello. We are being watched by clearly bad guys, clearly thugs. Could they be practically showing off how much they're watching me? It's a public security's plan to put pressure on me. Probably yes. Are we gonna go and talk? Should we go and talk to them, or should we? Hi, are we going to fight, or we are? That's a fight I'll have any day. Oh, X action. Knee to the face. Thank you very much.
What a waste.
Now, are you gonna start something? Oh, you are? Okay. I love the fact that I just took the other guy down with his friend. Are you coming? Smooth.
And stay down.
Seems to be his favorite move, that. Also, I'm thinking we should probably get out of here, get back in here. I should probably take some time and spend some skill points, because we've probably got a lot of skill points available. Hello.
Yagami-san, was everything okay back there?
Absolutely, yes.
That man Bondo, I knew something was off about him. Is he one of the men behind RK?
Very true.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. He was trying to find out where Kawana was.
I see. That reminds me. Hoshino-kun seems to have heard some rumors about RK.
Okay. Hoshino, my boy. Give us the goods.
Did you pick up what the word is on RK?
Yeah. One of the bosses, Akutsu, came back to Kamurocho yesterday.
Nice.
He's back?
He's number 2 in the group, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah. So he would probably know about Soma. Know where he is?
I'm assuming Soma's probably gonna be a boss, one of the bosses.
I'm not sure if you're aware, Yagami-san, but RK owns some of the cabaret clubs in Kamurocho, and Akutsu manages them. If a girl makes a lot of sales, or if she becomes a rising star in the club,
She gets a personal
Akutsu
meeting?
apparently gives that girl a bonus, personally.
Oh, okay.
This stuff, Hoshino-kun.
I don't know, that personal bonus just screams nasty.
So to sum it all up, a popular girl has a chance to meet Akutsu?
Yeah, but this week nobody was getting that chance. Until yesterday. Which is how I figured out Akutsu is back in Kamurocho. He must have been in Yokohama.
Oh, well, that makes sense. But where exactly in Kamurocho is he?
Yeah, which one?
That's the part I don't know. RK bosses never sleep in the same place twice. Gotta keep the cops off their trail.
But despite the risk,
So
Akutsu still reaches out to popular girls.
So using the cycle, like couch surf, that's the term I was going to say.
In fact, I'm up for the challenge.
Awesome, Sari-san. If you can rock the cabaret gig again, you can hook Akutsu.
Okay, we're doing this.
It'd be an undercover mission to infiltrate RK. Super risky. But damn if I don't want to see Saori-san transform one more time! I can't help it!
What the hell's got...
Yeah, what the hell?
Are there any bars?
You're very excited about that.
There is. You remember Queen Rouge, the place Saori-san snuck into a long time ago?
Yes.
RK recently took over the management there.
Okay.
Queen Rouge. What about the owner? Still the same guy?
Yep, he's still there. One of the original employees.
Okay, we can work with that.
It used to be a classy spot, but they've cut a lot of corners. The vibe has probably changed a lot.
Really? Well, maybe that means I can afford to go.
Hey, totally. I want to go too.
Oh, really? So we're all going.
There's no time to be idiots.
We're going for a field trip.
Okay, well,
we're going for a field trip. Everyone's going.
Over again. I can take point on that.
No need, I'll be fine.
Huh?
Just the other day, Mari-san and I figured out what kind of makeup goes over well with RK. I'll just go with that.
Okay, nice.
Mari. Well, counterpoint. I think a man might know better what men like.
With all due respect, don't judge what you haven't seen.
No, I think they do a damn good job of it themselves. I'm about to step on a landmine. Should I just leave it to them? I'm gonna leave it up to them. I'm gonna leave it up to you.
Okay.
I'm happy with what we had before.
My mouth shut.
Believe me, I'm not one to boast, but I'm confident my efforts are in the best interest of the mission.
I trust her. I trust her to be able to do it.
With Saori-kun here, Genda Law will have its doors open for another 20 years.
True. And we've got Yagami-san's wisdom, too.
All right. Should we get on with the mission?
Yes.
Let's do this.
Also, again, Genda Sensei, I really like your flip-flops. I like your shoes. I'm all for comfort. I hate wearing monkey shoes. I'd rather be barefoot or, like, you know, loosey-goosey on the footwear. I hate wearing shoes. There's still a little more time until the makeup's done. Should get ready to deal with any issues. Okay, so let's go make some preparations. That's literally straight in. Am I totally ready? Actually, hold on. Wait, I need to prepare a bit more. I'm going to take this time right now. It seems like a good spot to do some skills. And I'm going to cut it out because you don't want to be sitting watching me do menus and stuff. I'll see you in a second. Right. So I've spent a whole bunch of points. We had like 80,000 points and we have spent them all. And hopefully I made some good choices. I just kind of put random stuff in a whole load of places. I think I'm nearly finished out most of the snake chain, and I started doing the tiger one. So we've got more moves. Yes, we're totally ready now. Ready. All that's have to do is wait for Sari-san to come out. Now I'm assuming she's just going to be wearing the same stuff as she had on the last time. I'm trusting her. I'm sure she'll be fine. She is. It worked last time, so I don't see any problem changing it. Problem with not changing it.
Oh, wow. That is nice.
You can thank Mari-san.
She did a damn good job.
It's perfect. I'm really impressed.
Fine. Well then, shall we head over to Queen Bruges?
Yes.
While you were doing it,
why not?
I talked to the owner about you coming in. Like Hoshino-kun said,
did we?
There's apparently a system in place.
That didn't happen.
Great sales potential gets the attention of Akutsu.
I understand. Basically, I just have to aim to be #1 at the bar, right?
Yes.
How confident are you?
I can't make any guarantees, but I'll give it my all.
Then I'm with you all the way, a lady.
Yes, let's go. We can do this. Totally do it. Down at Queen Rouge can do this. Gone undercover there before. We're in control. Yeah, I don't know. Remember where Queen Rouge is? Oh, it is on my map. Let's see. I couldn't see it on my mini map there. It's because it was right in the corner. We can't run. We just have to walk. This could take a little while because we aren't running, we're just walking. And we can't sprint, we can't jog or anything like that. And here we are.
I pass by this place sometimes, but it's been a while since I've been inside.
The owner remembered you from last time. Said he wished you were there every night instead of just one.
The undercover cabaret girl of his dreams returns.
Definitely.
Oh,
although we looked a bit different. I think we looked a bit different last time.
It's a wireless earpiece. If you end up going somewhere with Akutsu, we can use it to communicate. I'll be there in a flash if things go even remotely south.
Very true.
Got
Okay,
it.
that's good to know.
I know you have my back, Yagami-san.
Yeah, we'll bust in.
Good luck then.
I wonder what kind of stuff we're going to have to do in here. Hi!
Oh! Saori-san! It's you!
Definitely, yes.
Looking at you takes me back to better days. You are a cut above. A sight for sore eyes.
Nice to see you again. Have you been well?
I'm fine.
It's very posh. I like it. I like Sari-san.
Well, that's a lie. Last time you were here, we were a good place. But times have only gotten tougher. Now, we're just a fast and cheap dive bar with mediocre service.
At least he's honest about
I
it.
heard a bit about that.
At least he's honest.
Keep this on the down low, but the former owner lost a bet in Mahjong. So we sold the bar. We're under RK's management now.
That works in our favor.
Over, we're just like every other seedy place. We don't even make a profit unless we're shuffling people in and out, which of course impacts the girls' performance.
But I hear the girls with promise catch the eye of the RK members.
Definitely do.
So you already know about that. Yes, RK treats people well who treat their bottom line well. If they notice a special girl, they'll give her a bonus to show their generosity. Or maybe Akutsu-san just wants to drink with cute girls.
Maybe a bit of both, but I think he's going to be on a nasty kind of nature with a personal bonus. Yuck. True Girls found out the location of Arcade's underboss Akutsu. Becoming the #1 girl in the bar is just incidental. This isn't about having a good time. I may be dressed up, but I'm still working a job here.
Where do girls usually meet up with Akutsu-san?
No particular location. Just depends on his mood, I guess. Haha! But you have your eye on that bonus, I see.
Yes, I do.
Well, if anyone could get it, it's you, Saori-san. I'm rooting for you.
Hopefully, the damn fool behind the controller does not mess up.
So you got in okay?
I am in fine.
I think I'm gonna call for support.
Support?
Yeah, so in case you meet Akutsu, we'll be ready to pounce on him. But you'll be on your own until then.
I think we can manage that. Starting now, I'm number 1 at this bar. First run customer service to heap praise on the guest. You can do this, sorry, even if it were my own father sitting there. I must praise him until he becomes putty in my hands.
So, are you the new girl the manager brought in?
Yes.
You're kinda older than I thought you'd be.
Yeah, they look incredibly bitchy.
I'm sorry. Nice to meet you.
What club were you at before this?
Oh, I'm usually an office worker, but I worked here once about 2 years ago.
What, so you just come back whenever you feel like it? Like some part-time gig? Really?
Yeah,
you
really.
treat this job like it's a cakewalk and expect us not to be offended?
Because it's easy.
Oh.
It's easy. It's an easy job.
So...
I say it with no real, conviction.
I can watch the professionals show me how it's done?
What? Are you dissing us?
What?
Maybe not a good thing to do that.
Girls, but if they give it back, you lose your cool.
Excuse me?
Now. You can't scowl like that when customers are here to have a good time.
You little...
You scowl. You get wrinkles when you scowl as well.
Wow. I thought you were just another snob, but you've got barbed wire where it counts.
Exactly.
You're gonna let a new chick talk to us this way? Old or new doesn't matter. If you've got the goods, I have no complaints.
Exactly.
I'm going to do my best, and I'll try not to wake you down.
Prickly. You gotta be prickly when you need to be.
Meku-san, Kuniko-san, we have customers. Let's get to work.
Well, time for the new girl to show us what people see in her.
Yes, I'm looking forward
Damn
to
right. I have no idea what we're doing here. I can't remember how to play this mini game. Clash of the female egos. Very dangerous female egos. Very dangerous.
Hello.
I'll say it can be.
Welcome. I'm Kuniko.
I don't know. She seems to have. Sarah-san seems to have more class.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, Sarah-chan. Come, sit here.
Really?
You're beautiful. Oh, the best of the bunch. Man, I am loving this place.
Are you going to help me?
So, how are you?
How is this happening? Is this what Yagami-san meant by support? That put a smile on my face. So embarrassing for... Can you imagine? Can you imagine being undercover like that and having your boss and your co-worker turn up? This won't help me in the least. In fact, it's going to do the opposite. This is harder than I thought.
But, I could make any prosecutor shake in his boots just by yelling, "Objection!"
That's awesome, you killer lawyer, you.
I can't even imagine talking to my boss like that.
Sensei getting all the attention. For your information, I passed the national bar exam with top marks.
Uh-huh. Oh, what's a bar exam?
Oh, you've got to be kidding. You ladies have really never heard of the bar exam? It's the toughest certification test in Japan.
Yes, you're doing very well. You've done very well to get there.
Oh, so it's a certificate? Well, I passed kanji level 3 when I was in middle school.
Really?
That's not even comparable.
Yeah, calm down, Hoshi.
Aptitude is a very fine certification.
Huh?
Calm down.
You passed your stupid bar exam how many years ago now? And you're still bragging about your scores? Seriously?
What?
A little bit of a burn. I will accept that. He kind of deserved it.
John, you can't talk that way to a customer.
I shouldn't have said that, but she has been such an ass, I couldn't resist.
Oh, she's right. It's a dumb thing to brag about, isn't it?
A little bit of a burn, but we're alright.
Bar is really hard. Not everyone passes it. There's so much studying to do, day and night.
Don't be crying now.
God, he's crying.
Yeah, don't be crying now. Compliment him I must. Okay, Yoda. I have to do something to cheer him up, even though I don't want to. Compliment him, I must. Sneak in some bragging, stroke his stupid ego, praise his stupid achievement. Stroke his ego.
I can't believe you became such a high-powered lawyer. Almost nobody has the brains to do that.
Yeah? You think so? That really means something coming from you, son.
So yeah, stroke his ego a little bit.
From me, specifically? Why is that?
The pain.
What is it? Oh, you want some champagne?
What?
1 bottle of champagne, please, for this fine young man here.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a train wreck.
Big-time lawyer. So generous. Thank you.
Is it okay if I have some too?
Yeah.
What a blessing to have such a great protege.
I don't know why this is putting a smile on my face.
So,
It's
what champagne do you want?
a nice little bit of it's serious, but
Really?
it's a good bit of humor.
Wait, is 1 bottle really enough for the 5 of us?
Get the sensei, please!
You are right. Let's make that 2 bottles of the premium stuff.
There you go. Now,
Thank you, Hoshino.
Hoshino-kun.
Oh my god. Fine. It's fine.
All right. Now it's a party, ladies.
Really? Thank you.
I do feel a little sorry for Hoshino. I do actually, but I hope he learned his lesson. I got through that unscathed, but I wish I would just go home already.
Listen up, girls. This is a heck of a lot of fun. I'm having a great time. I tell you,
We need to check his shoes. Is he still wearing his flip-flops? Or his sandals?
Me too, Genda Sensei. Especially this one. The customer service is on point. I wish I could come here every night and stay till morning.
You're a little bit drunk. You sound very drunk.
Just how to flatter us. So true. Hey, in case you come back, would you like to reserve a bottle in your name? You guys are lawyers, so I'm sure you can afford it.
Really?
Well, we're not a big firm. But you know what? Let's do it.
Nice one, boss. You're the best.
Should I let them do this? If I keep drinking like fish, Genlo's going to go bankrupt. But I'll be seeing someone who brings in lots of sales.
Uh-oh. What's wrong, Saori-san? You're looking kind of gloomy there. Come on, how about a smile?
I think we should.
Saori-kun?
We'll be able to work something out.
If you could be just a bit friendlier, you'd be the belle of the ball.
Do you guys already know Saori-san? You act like you're good friends.
They do seem pretty close.
Do I have suspicion? I'm under suspicion. Don't act suspicious. This isn't good. If they found out we know each other, it would be supremely awkward for me. Not to mention it would completely ruin my plan to get a meeting with RK.
Huh? I don't know. But would it be so wrong if we did know each other?
Of course not, but this does happen to be our first meeting. Silly sensei.
Yes.
The first time? Is it really, though?
Genda-san.
You're both teasing me so much. Poor Megu-san and Kuniko-san are giving me dirty looks.
Well, I mean, that's because
something does seem fishy.
We shouldn't be rumbled. I need to change gears here. Oh my days. Does now... Okay.
They're suspicious of us, Hoshino-sensei.
What, Saori-san?
But I just can't seem to control myself.
Okay. That's a little bit awkward.
Oh, am I being too naughty?
Hoshino-kun, this is inappropriate. Stop this, now, both of you.
Oh, excuse me? Can we get that girl at this table too?
Yes. You mean Saori?
That successfully derailed, but that felt really awkward.
Wait a minute, what about us?
Oh my! Please, everyone. She's only one person.
I guess the new girl's a hit.
Yes, that was quite the derail.
Us up. This is crazy.
Yeah. Do we actually complete? I'll accept that complete because I kind of want to get out of there.
We concede defeat, Saori-san. I'm so sorry we were rude before.
You'll be fine. You're fine. You're fine.
I just got lucky tonight.
Yeah, right. I don't think I could have done better than you in any department.
I'm surprised I won that, but I'll accept it.
Sexy too. I learned a lot actually, and woo, I drank a lot more than usual.
Really?
Thanks for the hard work, you three. I bet you barely got any breaks. It was one customer after another. What a night!
Yeah, he's very happy as well.
In a while. And it's all thanks to Saori-san.
No, I couldn't have done it without Megu-san and Kuniko-san at my side.
Come on, it was pretty obvious who the MVP was this evening.
Yeah, but we can't all do it ourselves. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Saori-san's getting a bonus.
That she is. Who would have thought this could happen on her first day? All I can say is, wow.
Second day.
San wants to meet you, show his appreciation by giving you the bonus himself. There's already a taxi waiting outside.
Really? That is so awesome.
Yes, great.
So
I'm really excited about this.
Real, huh? I hope I get one someday.
Total success. Now find out where Akutsu is hiding. Yeah.
So, where exactly is Akutsu-san waiting for me?
Apparently it's a surprise. He doesn't just let that information out.
So we follow in taxi.
Somewhere in Kamurocho. And don't worry, I'm told there'll be another cab to take you home.
Oh, really?
Well then.
That's good to know.
Forward to it.
Did I say cheat items?
Don't worry, Saori-san. I'm standing by. If you need me, I'll be there in a flash.
Where's that?
Driver, could you tell me where we're headed?
Yeah, where are we headed?
Oh, we're almost there, miss.
We're not leaving Kamurocho, are we?
No. No need to worry.
I don't know if I trust him. You don't see his face.
I think he's driving to the Thug Hangout, the underground club. That's where I met Soma for the first time. I thought it had been shut down, but maybe they opened it back up.
Maybe they just believed that it was shut down. Maybe it is shut down to public, but, you know, they still use it as a hideout. Because if everyone shuts down, they're going to not be looking at it.
Saori-san, I presume?
Hi.
We've been expecting you. You are very beautiful. Akutsu-san will be happy.
Thank you for inviting me.
RK takes care of people who keep the cash flowing. The fact you're here means you have a talent for it. You're one of us now, Saori-san.
And okay, so this is how RK keeps recruiting new members and allies. A little bit creepy. Keep hostesses who make money by giving them a fat bonus and some pretty boys.
If you would follow me.
Certainly.
Also, I give credit to anyone who can walk in high heels like that for any length of time. Oh, lovely.
Here she is.
Multiple
Akutsu-san.
guys.
Tonight's heroine, Saori-san from Queen Rouge.
Ah, and I see why. You're hotter than your reputation. Come here. Let me give you some motivation to keep.
I don't think I want that. I don't think I want to do that. That creeps me out.
I've heard so much about you, Akutsu-san. It's a pleasure to meet someone so famous.
Have a seat. I'm not gonna ask you to pour after a hard night's work. This sake is not cheap. That's cool though, right? Gotta show my appreciation, don't I?
Is he going to be a gentleman?
Oh, there's
I got the feeling he's wasn't going to be a gentleman,
Well,
but
on to the moment of truth. Your bonus. 1 million yen. Quite a stack of cash for an office worker. Yeah.
It's a big pile of money for anyone.
yes.
Oh, even for
Oh, okay, so we're in trouble.
Shirosaki-sensei.
I'm not sure I follow.
This lady lawyer came poking around before.
Oh, there he is. Hi.
She was trying to find out about Kauai at the time.
You see, when it comes to Kamurocho, we have eyes everywhere.
Yagami,
just gets reported to us fast.
please save my backside.
Soma are spies in the police force. And now,
spy.
Got a law lady in the bag. So, what do you want with me? Who sent you here, huh?
Well, this took a turn for the worse, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Only just noticing that. Kinda slow for a lawyer, aren't you?
Oh, I didn't mean for me. It just got worse. For you.
Yeah, absolutely.
What the?
Because I have backup.
Man, you were harder to find than I thought, Akatsu.
Wow. So it was you pulling Saori-chan.
Also running in those heels. Again, very credit. On tiles, no less.
Some piece of shit ex-Tojo man.
I'm impressed.
King of the hill now?
Don't make me laugh. You're the worthless pile of shit, Hikashi.
Really? I mean, Akatsu, I've beaten you up 4 times now?
Yagami.
Hold that thought, because this isn't the whole party.
Huh?
The only guy I really want to fuck up is Soma.
Kaido, my boy!
I'll have to settle for you losers tonight.
I'm so happy he's back. You recovered pretty damn quick after being stabbed, to be fair.
Couldn't just stay dead.
He was never dead.
Nice work, Saori-san. We'll take it from here, but did you ring the gong for us?
What?
Nothing kicks off a fight better than a beauty ringing a gong.
Bring that gong.
Give us something to get the mood going.
Okay, well then. Gentlemen, do your worst!
Get ready.
Let's go!
There you go. Get in. Let's get stuck in. Okay, we're not in control right now. Can we work on switch? We're in crane right there. Alright. Are we going one-on-one? Oh, Higashi, thank you very much for that. Kaido. I love the fact that Kaido's back. I really like Kaido. Ow. Okay. Should clear out some of the minions first, I think. Shouldn't we? I'm just button mashing right at this point in time because I can't remember moves. Smash. Just throw that guy at me. Okay, get up. Stop taunting me. Focus on Akutsu. Nice counter there. He's very angry. Please don't beat me up. Okay, that was a.
Show me what you got.
Okay, calm down a little bit, please. Going in. I'm going in. Ah, bit. You're just gonna grab us not punches? Alright. I'll accept being grabbed and not decked. Like that. Just dodge all the crap. Higashi, feel free to step in at any time. Okay, he's gonna smash me. Oh boy. Yeah, get up, please. Get up. No, he's gonna do it again. Don't do it again. Don't beat me up. Go on. Let's just drink a whole load of stuff. Unleash your flurry attacks with breakthrough the enemy guard without you flinching. I'm gonna have that as well. There we go. May as well take that potion while we're here. 5 times for beating now. Is this the end though? We're gonna break a bone or something here and just snap his kneecap, or make sure he can't get back up. Whenever ever do that, whenever like cruel or anything like that.
Where's Soma?
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Hiding? I don't know. He moves around more than I do.
Really? He really just another one of his pawns? Just gonna cover for him and obey his every word?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Because Soma's the scary guy, because he's the more mellow one. He's the one that seems more in control of himself as much as anyone else.
He finds a traitor, he stomps the rat dead. He can sniff out the faintest scent of betrayal. That's why I've always told him the truth. No point trying to BS him. In this business, nothing beats the ability to detect liars.
True.
You serious right now? You're buying into some bullshit rumors, dumbass.
You just don't fucking get it, man.
I mean,
you can practically see the future.
He
was the first to bail from the Tojo clan.
You betray him, and then we just hang around with you because he's going to come to find you, and then we can find him. He comes to us.
Huh. Remember who you're talking to, asshole.
But Soma, he somehow knew there was no future for the Tojo, so he jumped ship.
Did he orchestrate it, though?
And not even a word to the bosses, just up and left.
There's no way he could get away with that.
That's what I thought. I said the same thing to him when he was leaving. I warned him. They'll fucking erase you. The bastard just laughed.
Yeah, he's
The plan was finished. No way could they kill him. Then he had the bomb.
He seems to be very much like big boss level.
Not worry about it.
What did he mean by that?
By that point, the Tojo clan didn't have the resources to properly deal with defectors. Soma understood that. And sure enough, he left without a word, and nobody ever tried to fuck with him.
That's power.
Soma was the first guy to slip out. No doubt the dude knew what was up.
While the Tojo clan was limping to its grave, Soma went underground and built the arcade network all by himself.
And that's how you became his errand boy.
What do you expect? I can't control Soma. I'm just the public face of
he was always the one in charge.
I've been cool with that ever since I joined.
At least you're enough of a man to admit what you are.
A pawn.
Akutsu, Soma's being used by public security. Did you know that?
Public security?
Why was
the government
looking for Shinya Kawai and Kamurocho?
I don't know. All I heard was somebody hired him to do that.
That would be the government.
Why is he after Kawana? How are Soma and public security linked? Give me something. Doesn't it at least ring a bell?
I don't think he's ever asked that question.
Man. The fuck you mean ring a bell? I don't know shit.
Wait. Nah. But maybe.
Care to weigh in?
Doc, is it possible that Soma himself is public security?
Soma working in public security? What do you mean?
Well,
spy,
public security
infiltrating an organization.
So they can infiltrate and collect info.
Yeah, okay.
Right wing, left wing, anti-establishment.
I like the way you think.
You get the picture.
I like the way you think, Kaito.
Try to find a weak spot in the org, someone they can turn to their side.
But if he's the leader, then he has more control. True, public security intelligence agents use the spies all the time, but how's Soma part of that?
So yeah, that's one way to do it. But sometimes a cop who's already in public security goes undercover to infiltrate something like a Yakuza organization.
Yeah.
What you get is a Yakuza who knows everything about the police and would be super good at sniffing out liars.
You're saying Soma is actually an undercover agent?
You know what? I buy that.
You heard what this fool
I
said.
buy that.
Soma figured out the Tojo clan didn't have a future, so he ditched them. You think some street punk's got that kind of foresight?
No, definitely not.
Unless he had intel from the law. That'd be a different beast. He'd have to know the Tojo clan and Kamurocho like the back of his hand.
Including knowing that the Tojo clan would dissolve soon.
Yeah.
Yep. And then after he gets out, what does he do next? He makes a place for all the Yakuza coming out of the Tojo clan to find each other, right?
Convenient.
Where public security can easily monitor them.
And pull the strings. They can give him orders, he can give them orders, and they won't question it because he's the leader.
In other words, RK was founded by public security to manage all the displaced Yakuza?
Sure as hell sounds like their MO. No matter how many crime rings they bring down, another always pops up in its place. This way, public security doesn't have to start from scratch. They can just keep tabs on all the free agents.
All the bad guy, all the free agents come to them.
That they'd install their own leader.
Sure as hell sounds like collusion to me.
Soma? An undercover public security agent? Shit. We gotta move! Cut the fucking chit-chat!
Why?
Yeah.
He's gotta be fucking listening in on us right now! If he's public security and heard all that...
Yeah, the cops are already here.
Get your shit together, Akatsu. What does it matter?
I think they're gonna delete him.
Don't you get it? There's no way he'd want anyone else to fucking know!
Yeah, he's done.
Stop shooting!
I'm surprised we're just regular cops. And not like guys, SWAT guys, with masks and stuff. Well, I think Akutsu's dealt with.
Damn it. They found us.
I was expecting a headshot, to be fair. Okay. Alright. So that took a bit of a turn. I'm really glad Kaito's back and he saved the day and he's gave us a whole new plan. I'm going to go Big Me real quick. Hi. So yeah, that was a bit of a turn up for the Bucks with their Soma. To be fair, the way Kaito mentioned that there and he laid it all out, it makes total sense. It makes total sense to control the Yakuza, the mobs. Set yourself as the leader and then set one of your guys as the leader and then they can manage all of the gang, catch everyone, easy to monitor them. I can't believe Soma's a cop, or undercover cop, undercover agent, whatever you want to call it. But I can see it. Also, he's very sadistic for being one. He's a very sadistic person. And I kind of don't want that in my police force. I don't know if anyone really does want it in the police force. But damn. That was good. I enjoyed that episode. It feels like I haven't played it for ages. And it has actually it's been about 2 weeks since I've played this. And we're back in and I'm already still invested. I don't know where this is going to all end up, where it's going to lead. I'm assuming we're going to be taking down Soma. I'm assuming he's probably going to be the last boss of the game. It is just an assumption though. I've no idea who's pulling their strings, like Soma's strings. Why it's happening. I know it's to do, it was mentioned it was to do with pension. But why, that's only one aspect of it. I'm curious. I genuinely don't know how this is going to end. This has taken a wide tangent from bullying in school to bullying in politics in real life, like adult life, which it does still happen, and that's crazy to me that it still happens. However, a bully will be a bully regardless of their age. Okay, so yeah, as per usual, we're going to leave that here, doing obviously one chapter per episode, and I think we've done not too bad on time. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please let me know in the comment section below. If you are new here, feel free to come hang out, come check out some other stuff that we'll have going on. We would love to have you here. If you are not new here, welcome back. Thank you again for all support. It is much appreciated. If you want to go above and beyond, you can opt into the membership stuff. Pardon me. If you grab a tier 1, you can get your name up on the wall up here. If you grab a tier 2, you get your name up there as well, and you get early access to the videos. It is slightly less than a week in advance right at this point in time because of my real life stuff that kicked in the past couple of weeks. That has kind of like knocked my schedule off a little bit. So I'm going to hopefully get back to a week sooner rather than later. But anyway, if you're not interested in that, don't worry about it. The memberships are always appreciated, but are never mandatory. I've never come across anything that I felt should be members only. I may think of something at some point. However, I can't see that happening anytime soon, to be fair. Also, please remember to be a light in the dark for someone, because you never know when a single act or word of kindness can change someone's day or life for the better, or in ways that you may never understand. Remember, your words have power. Use them wisely. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and you all know what's coming. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And as always, just see you on the flip side. Bye bye.